We begin with CCTV's Jim Spellman and a reminder of how it all began.
It began in June of 2013 with a series of newspaper articles detailing a massive NSA data collection program targeting phone calls in the United States. The unnamed source of the leaks would soon reveal himself.
My name's Ed Snowden. I'm 29 years old. I work for Booz Allen Hamilton as an infrastructure analyst for NSA.
Snowden held a top-secret clearance and walked away from his job with 4 laptops containing as many as 1.7 million classified documents. He was on the run, hiding out in Hong Kong while the U.S. charged him with espionage and sought his extradition. But on the day the U.S. revoked his passport, he slipped out of the country and landed in Moscow, where he would spend 39 days in the international transit area of the airport, a man without a country. Meanwhile, Snowden revealed the NSA had hacked into email servers in China and spied on universities in Beijing and Hong Kong, as well as EU and UN offices. Later leaks would reveal the U.S. had been spying on close allies like Brazil and even tapped the mobile phone of German Chancellor Angela Merkel.
We are asking ourselves if now the U.S. or the NSA is considering Ms. Merkel a terrorist.
Working with WikiLeaks, Snowden sought asylum in at least 26 countries, while the U.S. pressured allies to refuse his entry. Finally, Russia granted him temporary asylum for a year. The Obama administration painted him as a traitor, but Snowden's defenders say the documents reveal the NSA had not only been spying on U.S. citizens, but intelligence officials lied about it to the U.S. Congress just months before the leaks.
Does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans?
No, sir.
It does not.
Not wittingly.
The fallout from Snowden's leaks continues. A U.S. court found some of the NSA programs likely to be unconstitutional. The Obama administration is appealing that ruling, and an internal White House review recommended 46 changes to U.S. intelligence gathering procedures, including ending the phone call metadata program. While the leaks will likely lead to NSA reforms, Snowden's fate remains unclear. U.S. officials have hinted at a possible deal to return him to the U.S. in exchange for some form of amnesty, but no details have emerged.
I'm not going to dwell on Mr. Snowden's actions or his motivations. I will say that our nation's defense depends in part on the fidelity of those entrusted with our nation's secrets.
To some, Snowden is a traitor. To others, he is a hero.
Fear that I have regarding the outcome for America of these disclosures is that nothing will change.
No matter what happens to Edward Snowden, doubtlessly the impact of his disclosures will be felt for years to come on him.
Jim, earlier this week, the U.S. Supreme Court declined a case which was challenging the legality of the U.S. government's data collection program. So what happens next?
Yeah, the advocates behind the suit had tried to get the U.S. Supreme Court to basically skip a few steps and hear their case right away. The Supreme Court said, no, we're going to let this run its course through appeals courts before they hear it. Doubtlessly, though, in some form, these programs will come before the Supreme Court on it.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Jim Spellman there reporting.